Okay, we share my screen as well. I don't know, maybe could. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Sharing my screen. Up. Okay. Here we are. Okay. So hi everyone. So thank you for joining us. With my colleague George, we are here in France. So yeah, 6 a.m. Shobana is here. Okay, perfect. We have all the participants.
We have everybody.
Yeah, everybody on board. Hey Shobana, it's okay. No.
Yeah, everything is fine.
Yeah, okay. You didn't have the right link, or it was?
Yeah, the link which you gave, right? That works fine. Thank you.
Okay. It's exactly the same you have in the invite. You know, in the agenda invite, we'll always use this link here in the invite you have for the bootcamp. We'll always meet at the same link every day, every time on the 2 days. Okay. So thank you, everyone. We are here because, we will help you to prepare and to be ready to pitch at the jury of the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards, second edition we have in India. It's part of the NINS edition we have worldwide. So it will be people running. It will be mostly, as I said, a workshop. You will be working, and so it's better if you join with some members of your team, because it's not a problem if you are only alone, but it's better. It will be more efficient if you join with all your team, part of your team. We'll have session on these teams. It will be first some theory, but mostly examples to show you what you have to prepare, and we'll help you on that, and to show you the concept and examples. And then you will have workshop. You will have a session. You will be preparing with your team on the subgroups. We'll have a team subgroup, 8 subgroup, because you are 8 finalists, and each finalist will be preparing and will be visiting each finalist in our team subgroup with George, my colleague, and maybe also Ajit, our partner in India. And after this session you will have with your team, you will be ready to pitch in front of all the other finalists to have their feedback. And so it's a teamwork. You are in competition a little, but you will be growing, and you will get very much more if you share all together your reactions, and having a feedback for the other finalists to help them to grow and to be fully ready. Our objective with my colleagues is to let you be totally ready, the maximum at the top of your potential, I would say, potential of your Blue Ocean you are currently working on. You have been selected because you are already funding, maybe you have already defined a Blue Ocean. It's clear to us from more than 200 applications we received for India. So I'm Alban. I'm the founder of the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards. I'm a Blue Ocean practitioner for a long time, senior practitioner for like 15 years, about 15 years. I deployed a Blue Ocean strategy anywhere, in any conditions, for small or big companies, for startups, entrepreneurs. I've created the Blue Ocean Strategy Award in 2014, so we're now 12 years old. And also I've conducted Blue Ocean City in different countries and cities. And so it's the public version, I would say, the national version for countries for local development of Blue Ocean strategy. Um, oh, Nico is joining us. Perfect. Right on time. I will let also George, my colleague, introduce himself. And we say hi to Nikunj from Startup TM. Hi, Nikunj. George, if you want to.
Okay,
Yeah.
very
Hi, Nikunj.
very briefly, I started working with Chan Kim in '98. Introduced it in a program I was running. Realized that just talking about Blue Ocean doesn't take you anywhere. In fact, it was called Value Innovation in those days. Blue Ocean was only after the book came out in 2004. In 2000, ran a workshop for AXA, worked well, then did a series of workshops for major companies. They always worked well, but unless we had somebody with P&L responsibility in the team, execution was an issue. So since 2018, I started working with Albon, and working with startups is infinitely more satisfying because, they're motivated to create something and expand. So that's me. Anyway, we'll meet face to face in Chennai on the 8th, so I can continue the conversation then. Over to you, Albon.
Thank you, George. Yeah. And then we will maybe ask Nikunj to introduce himself and because Startup TN, as you know, for Tamil Nadu is in charge of all the startup development, and they ask us, they are our client, clearly, to deploy this Blue Ocean Strategy Awards again here in India, in Tamil Nadu, during this Imagine event. We'll have on the 8th and 9th of January.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alban, for doing this. Hello, everyone. I'm Nikunj Panchal, AVP at Startup TN, and we are glad that we are collaborating with Blue Ocean Strategy Awards to do this event, and quite a good learning so far. And the way the message communicating for the how the Blue Ocean strategy is important and how George always to say value creation. That message had always inspired us, and that has led to do this. Of course, this is one of the kickstart. We should plan more and more such things in future as well. And I'm really looking forward to welcoming you all in Chennai and seeing you in person and see who are the best three people whom we can identify to this. Excited about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikunj. And we have also our local partner in India, with represented here by Ajit. Is Ajit very good in a very good seat here for you, because he was a winner, one of the first winner in India, laureate of the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards, first edition we had in India 2.5 years ago, with EOP, one of his company, and also Embayam is our local partner deploying the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards and lessons practicing in India. Ajit?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Albon, and wishing everyone a happy new year and all success for the awards. It's been a long journey. Even to get this awards through, it's almost taken us almost 1.5 to 2 years to work through it with Startup TN. I'm so glad that Nikunj came on board, and we were able to launch it at the TNSUM, the Startup Missions conference in Coimbatore a few months ago, and it launched by the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. I have been involved with Blue Ocean strategy now for over 20 years, and it's very much an integral part of my thinking. And the two companies that I run, a Hope, which won the Blue Ocean Strategy Award, and Embayom, a consulting firm, both are driven very, very significantly on using the Blue Ocean Awards. As you will see, the picture in the background of me is actually a photograph taken by Aditya, which actually epitomizes the blue ocean, that we live and breathe the blue ocean in Mbayo. Thank you so much, Alban.
Thank you, Ajit. Thank you for your support. So, about a little about the Blue Ocean Strategy Awards to give you the big picture, starting with that. So, as I said, yeah, we are running it for more than 10 years now. We created these awards first to recognize internationally and to recognize all the Blue Ocean initiatives in the world, and then to support them in going further in their Blue Ocean journey. So we are directly endorsed by the two professors, Chen Kim and René Mauborgne, who were the founders of the Blue Ocean strategy many years ago. With these 3 books, you certainly know about them. The first one here, Blue Ocean Strategy, is about the theory and examples from the past, I would say. Blue Ocean Shift is about the process. So we'll be using a lot of all the concepts coming from these books. In Blue Ocean Shift, you have the process. The process is detailed with examples taken from the Blue Ocean strategy made by people who did it, using the first book, basically. And then the third book, it's the last released. It's about going further in the how Blue Ocean strategy is in the theory of innovation, compared to disruption, compared to, so it's introducing the concept of non-disruptive creation. And Blue Ocean strategy, they said in this book, it's part of this non-disruptive creation kind of innovation in the innovation theory. So we are already in France from the beginning. We were created there. We started there. In India, as you know, South Africa, Senegal. We are developing also the US, Emirates, and Korea. Maybe you know, but it's good to point it to you that our statistics are quite good, impressive. It proves that the process is good. It proves that this Blue Ocean theory is not just theory; it's also working, and it draws a way to a success, a way to scale up, a way to very big impact very big impact project, solving real problems. So when you solve real problems, you create really a big market potentially. So this is all what is about Blue Ocean strategy. So 90% of the laureates or winners we had on this more than 10 years history has been funded within the 6 months period, and on the 3 years time period, our winners have been evaluated, have seen their valuation, market valuation, multiplied between 10 and 40, and 10 is more the average. So it proves that it's working, I think. You can see here some examples of previous winners we had with their gross multiplications here. For the value they had before the award and the value they got after 4 years of activity after the awards. And you can see also that they are coming from any industry. It can be B2B, B2C as well. It can be product, service. It's in theory, normally it works in any industry. It's founded also with a strong, it's rooted with a strong ecosystem, very strong one. You can see a mix of incubators, public organization, governmental organization, education, corporations, investors. So in the jury, it will be a lot of investors, many investors. They are following us for more than 10 years. There will be, that's why it will be an hybrid jury with jury members coming from connecting from online, and others will be physically in the room with you. So here we have our 8 finalists. So I propose we start by a quick introduction from each of you to let us know who you are, uh, what you are doing. In few words, the pitch training is starting right now. You see, it's your first pitch training version, and our objective will be to help you to improve that, to be able to point to the jury exactly the value, what you are delivering differently compared to your competitors, and differentiation, which value elements you are creating, what is totally new and only you is proposing it. So it's what is Blue Ocean strategy, bringing a new value, matching a real need. That's very simple. So let's start maybe, I don't know, I see Abhishek first on the video. You want to start, Abhishek?
Yeah, sure. No issues.
Yeah.
So, hello everyone. I'm Abhishek and I'm from Cosmic Soul. So, the problem we are trying to solve is that currently only 1% of the companies own AI because AI infrastructure is very expensive. You need a lot of GPUs to run AI models. Second thing is they hallucinate because they are probabilistic models. So they hallucinate a lot. That means they can give you the answer which is not true. So there is a high probability for that. So what we are trying to solve is we are democratizing the AI models. So our infrastructure, it's a neurosymbolic AI infrastructure. It can run on local computers, local server with only 4 GB of RAM, and it can run in an airtight environment. Airtight environment means, let's say, the environment, the companies which are privacy first companies, or the companies which are more into the deterministic AI. Let's say if I'm a law firm, or maybe I'm a government organization, so I cannot have hallucinations because hallucination can give me lawsuits. So in that sector, we are working that how we can democratize the AI models and how we can run it privacy friendly and locally. So this is our entire company. So we started with mental health. So health is one of the domains that we have implemented this neurosymbolic AI infrastructure, and so far we have got very good results out of it. So this is all about Cosmic Soul.
Thank you, Abhishek. Thanks a lot. Then we can ask, and maybe I see Jason is next on the video with Eleos uniform.
Hi Elmo, hi George, hi everyone. Happy New Year. I'm not sure if you're able to see my video because I don't
Yeah, we can
get
see
to
you.
see it.
Yeah, we see you. Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
great, right?
We hear you. We
Uh,
can hear you and see you.
yeah. So this is Jason. I'm the founder of Helios Uniform Intelligence. We are working on a very underrated problem solutions, but then what we figured is it's got a massive opportunity for scope of growth. So what we are currently building is basically we are reimagining how school uniforms are discovered, tried, and distributed across millions of school children in India. Now this is a very traditionally run system where hardly any technology intervention is there, and from a ethical point of view, what we found when we validated this problem statement across over the last 2 years, we've worked across almost like 10,000, 12,000 students across 4 different geographies, and we have a very strong validation as to the problem that we are solving. And currently we are on the pilot phase where we are implementing our solution. The tech stack is WIP currently, though we are ready with most of the components. And yes, so just to summarize, I don't know how many of you are parents who are actually buying uniform for your kids in this forum, but just to summarize, I think this is probably the only industry that I can think of where the end user and the paying customer, which is the parent, has zero say on quality or services. And we want to put that power back into the parent's hands. That's the point.
Thank you, Jason. And then we have Madan from Orbix Global. Hi, Madan.
Hello, Aban. Hello, George. Hello, everyone. This is Madan, the founder of Orbix Global. So I hope everybody knows that the space economy is growing a lot and than we expected. And so since we are exploring a lot of launches, a lot of challenges are we are facing from the investor and the regulatory and the insurance perspective. So Orbix Global is the next generation the space infrastructure platform that bridges satellites and operations, compliance and economic intelligence for the modern space economy. So the thousands of satellites and the millions of debris in the space and with various the orbital environments. So there is no common language for connecting the engineering and the space tech jargons and terminology to the financial, the risk decision platform. So what we are bridging is we are bridging the orbital, the environment, the data and the space situation awareness data to the financial risk intelligent platform, so that it will be easy to understand from the finance perspective and the risk perspective and the regulatory perspective, and whether the asset is the satellite is investable, the satellite is insurable, and the satellite is sustainable. So that's what we have. Currently we are just bridging the big gap between the space and the space economy through the risk bridge.
Okay, thank you, Madan. And then we have Satish Kumar. Yeah, Satish, you are from the jury? No, you are. Sorry, no,
I am Satish Kumar
no.
from Autofund Tech.
Yeah. From sorry, which company?
Autofund Tech.
Autofund.
Yes.
Autofund, yeah, okay, great. Yeah.
Autofund is a neutral RFQ-driven procurement marketplace for construction and industrial materials. We remove relationship-driven buying, negotiations, and informal trust from procurement and replace them with system-led rules, anonymous quoting, bindable delivery slots, and inspection-based payment release. The result is disciplined procurement where serious buyers meet serious sellers without noise, pressure, or promotions. Thank you.
Thank you, Satish. I was exchanging with you about the AI report. It was together we were exchanging by email. Satish, yeah, we were exchanging together by email on the AI with AI report I sent to you. No, it was together, you and me, for Out of Fun. I remember it was for Out of Fun. No, Satish, yeah. Okay, you can hear me?
I can't get.
No, you don't remember? Okay, we remember. Maybe one of your colleagues, I don't know. Okay, so
Bala?
No, just his question is like whether there is any AI reporting has been prepared.
Yes, I have prepared that.
Yeah, is
no,
it,
it was
who
we had an exchange. We had an exchange, I think, with Atofan. Okay, but it's okay. Bala, you are also from Atofan, if I understand. Bala, yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Autofund.
Yeah. Okay. You want to introduce
Yeah, but
yourself?
I haven't. This is my first meet, so I couldn't remember if I didn't have any communication before regarding this topic. Satish, is there anyone from our company has represented or discussed before?
No. We had an exchange. I will find you the email. We had an exchange with someone with Atofan, and I shared with him an AI report when you were sending your application, just reply with it.
I will cross verify. I will cross verify and
Okay.
update you shortly. Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Thank
No
you.
problem. You want to introduce yourself? Who you are in Atophon? What you are doing in
Yeah.
Atophon?
Yeah.
He's my brother.
Okay.
Okay. It's a good job. It's a good position. The brother.
Thank you.
Okay, then we have Anjali. Anjali, you can hear us? Anjali. Anjali, yeah, you are muted. It seems you are. Anjali, you can hear us? If you want to introduce yourself and your company. Yeah, Anjali.
I can hear something very faintly.
No, we
Maybe
cannot
she
hear you.
need to correct her headset.
You're muted.
Oh my.
You're muted, Anjali. Okay, let's continue maybe with Rajat. Hi, Rajat.
Yeah, Alban.
Yeah, we can hear you and see you
as
well.
Yeah.
So you want to introduce yourself with your company?
Alban. Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. We are basically a deep tech company focused on bringing IoT solutions using artificial intelligence and machine learning. We are targeting global 580 million smallholders market primarily, which are having multiple issues. So what we have done, we have innovated two products so far. One is a smart soil testing technology that is world's most affordable soil testing invention, which we have done in partnership with IT Kanpur. And what we have done basically, we have totally innovated the way soil testing is being done by using NIR spectroscopy and AI/ML, wherein we have completely replaced use of any chemicals to deliver the results. And also, we have totally innovated the way the result is to be delivered to the farmers. So farmers simply get a report in terms of report IDs. So I think in this manner, we are delivering our service as a software product to the farmers. And I'm glad to report that in this journey, we have almost sold more than 5.5 lakhs soil testing reports. And we have actively worked with close to 1 lakh farmers currently.
Okay, very clear. So you are Scannext, huh?
Yeah. We
Just
call
to
it
be
Scannex Scientific
clarify.
Technologies.
Yeah,
Scannex.
to clarify. Yeah, very good. Thank you. And then we can ask to Leap. Leap, if we have someone from Leap to introduce himself or herself and to introduce the company. Do we have someone from Leap? Leap here now? From Inogel, I think we have someone
Yeah,
from
I'm
Inogel.
here.
Yeah, you are here. Yeah,
Yes.
Shobana.
Firstly, Happy New Year to everyone. Myself, Shobna Uday Shankar, founder of Finalist Technologies Private Limited. Basically, we are an oceanography deep tech company providing solution to fishing industry, coast guards, and ocean researchers. Our flagship product would be a product name called Cuddle Compass, along with the product called underwater device named Fancy. So this is especially work for collecting the ocean data, which is very, very important to have because 80% of the ocean are unexplored till date because of the limited technology use. This is happening globally because we don't have effective solution in place. And similarly, talking about the life safety of the seafarers, it's a tough task because they don't have any kind of effective solution to save the life because of the communication challenge. So as we are aware, beyond 20 kilometer on ocean, there is no communication channel. So we all needs to depend on satellite. So for that, what we have done is we have provided a comprehensive solution, not only for the fishing industry, but also for the seafarers. So basically, we are creating a digital ocean using our communication channel. And we are the very first company deployed 5G on ocean and awarded by Department of Telecommunication. And we also developed a kind of a technology called Hydro AI. This is especially for the water bodies. So this is done under the India mission by my team. So these are the solutions we are developing, and we hold nearly 27 IPs. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Shobana from Inogel. And then we can ask to the representative of Printellect. We have someone from Printellect. Yeah. Sanjay. You are muted. Yeah, do we have someone from Printellect to introduce? It's Sanjay, yeah, but you're Sanjay, right? But we cannot hear you. You are muted. You don't have your microphone is off. I don't know. Maybe and Leap. Do we have someone from Leap? This company here. So we have Anjali, Bala Subramaniam Ramesh, also.
Bala from Orbix
Yes?
Global. Yeah, Bala, you can
Okay, big
introduce
global.
yourself.
Okay. You want to introduce yourself, Bala Subramanian?
Yeah. Hi. Good morning, everyone. So we are actually into global Orbix global international here. So we, as Madan has clearly informed that it is like real-time ESG and risk score for satellite operation and insurance, and the investors' clarity is what we are currently working on. So we will be actually building a bridge between the financial sector as well as the satellite or space organization sector. So we are trying to bridge the gap between both technical space, deep technology, and the economic forums. So we are filling the gap. So that is what we are currently working on, and that's our product. Thanks,
Yeah, okay.
thanks for your
Yeah.
opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you. So your first name is Bala Subramaniam. I'm sorry, I'm not Indian, so
Yeah.
You can call Bala.
I'm
Of course,
bad.
you can call me Bala.
Okay.
Yeah, you can call me
We
Bala.
can call you Bala. Okay, so we have two Bala. So we think we are missing Anjali and Srizanjay. Anjali, Srizanjay, do you have your microphone on? You want Anjali, Srizanjay, we cannot hear you, both of you. So I guess you are from, one is from Leap, and I think certainly Anjali is from Leap, and Srizanjay from Printellect, I guess. But we cannot hear you. So maybe you can join through the telephone. You have already. Yeah, okay, Srizanjay fixing your mic. Okay. You can join through the phone. You have all the information, the number and codes, PIN code, and everything in the invite. So we'll start here to talk about Blue Ocean strategy. Just for information, it's all what we will be doing during these 2 days. It's a part of the Blue Ocean strategy for action certification we have just released with APMG International. So maybe I will let George introducing the Blue Ocean strategy and where it's coming from and who are the two professors and INSEAD.
Okay.
People who don't know.
So the book was actually a compendium of 6 HBR articles that Professor Moborn and Professor Kim wrote. He found that writing a book would give it more visibility. And the process was called value innovation. Value innovation is still the cornerstone of the process. When we were looking for a name, value innovation, value engineering, there are lots of options, and it's a long story, but we came up with this idea of, blue ocean, a bit like blue skies, but more structured. And the book really took off, and it's sold, I don't know, over 4 million copies in 49 languages. And is actually a very simple read and very effective. The shift is actually the process of creating blue oceans. And the third book is that you can create products and services that don't disrupt anything when you create it. So there's no destruction, it's creation. If you remember, Clayton Christensen talked about disruption, but there, one industry is destroyed for a new industry to grow, whereas we're saying blue ocean quite often creates something beyond. And this is based on Peter Drucker's concept of a non-customer. He said that 3 to 4 times as many people in any defined space are not addressed. And by looking there, and that's the heart of our process, you find ideas that when you bring them together create a totally new offer. But I've been doing this for large corporations. Albon's been doing for large corporations. We've never had a workshop that hasn't generated a few $1 million. So it works. But in the startup space, it's more tangible because we allow companies that have ideas to present it in a very compelling fashion. And that's what Albon will be doing for the rest of the today and tomorrow.
Thank you, George. We can say also that there is an institute dedicated to Blue Ocean Strategy, the INSEAD Blue Ocean Strategy Institute, where maybe as a winner, you could be invited for the final final ceremony of this NINS edition we'll have, where we invite all the winners from all the countries in France, in Paris, in Fontainebleau exactly, near Paris. And the two professors, Chen Kim and René Mauborgne, they are both what we call the Thinker 50 management guru, and they were considered in the Harvard Business Review as the 3 most important theories in the 100 years of Harvard Business Review. So we'll start with a little video to introduce the concept of Blue Ocean Strategy to you. It's a very clear video, very pedagogical. I will share my, I need to share my audio. To check that. I don't know if you need to change something. Okay. Okay. So here, little video for you. Let me know if you cannot hear it. It starts.
Think about how many industries today did not exist 10 to 20 years ago. The answer is many. Having witnessed the rapid evolution and creation of industries over the past decades, few of us would doubt that in the next 10 to 20 years, many new industries that are unheard of today are bound to appear. Most businesses focus on beating the competition in existing industries. Some win. Some fall behind. Other businesses create new markets and recreate others. They jumpstart new industries that make the competition irrelevant. There are generally two ways to compete in existing industries. Some businesses differentiate their offerings, providing higher value to customers at a premium price. Others compete by providing acceptable quality at the cheapest price. Both approaches focus on winning the greatest share of existing customers in the existing market space. Blue Ocean strategy, in contrast, focuses on non-customers, the population outside an industry's current customers. It creates new demand. When Henry Ford introduced the Model T over 100 years ago, the US auto industry was composed of more than 500 car makers building custom-built cars. Custom-built cars were made mostly for the wealthy. Model T targeted a whole different group of buyers, the great masses who used horse-drawn carriages as their means of transportation. The Model T was mass-produced and priced for this vast population of people who had previously seen cars as toys for the wealthy, and it transformed the urban environment and reshaped society. When Starbucks introduced its stores, it created new demand by combining freshly brewed good coffee with a pleasant environment for both work and leisure. This created an experience that drew in both customers of traditional coffee shops and people who prefer drinking coffee in the comfort of their own homes. We call competitive strategies red ocean strategies because existing industries are increasingly red with bloody competition. On the other hand, Blue Ocean strategy creates a new market space by making the competition irrelevant. Competition isn't necessarily bad. As companies compete, they push the benchmark for excellence higher and higher. But to go beyond the limit of existing industry best practice, they will need to start creating new demand. Let's look at the differences between the red and blue ocean approaches. Red ocean strategies are about competing within an existing market space and beating the competition. Blue ocean strategy creates new market space, making the competition irrelevant. Red ocean strategies exploit existing demand and target the current market. Blue ocean strategy creates new demand. Red ocean strategies are formed under the assumption that delivering high value for buyers comes at a high cost, or that lower cost is only possible with a lower value product. Blue ocean strategy challenges this assumption. Higher value can be delivered at a lower cost. While red ocean strategies align systems of business activities in pursuit of either differentiation or low cost, Blue ocean strategy aligns activities in pursuit of both. In choosing which strategic approach is appropriate, you should think about the attractiveness of the business environment, your business's capabilities, resources, and your strategic orientation for competing or for innovating. The choice to pursue a blue ocean is the choice to challenge the status quo. It is the choice to positively shape industry conditions in your favor. Under Blue Ocean strategy, even unattractive industries can be made attractive with your conscious actions. This requires creativity, a shift in perspective. Blue Ocean strategy is a systematic approach to formulating and executing game-changing ideas.
So yeah, for this short introduction, feel free to ask question anytime. If you have questions or thinking or any reactions, they are more than open and more than welcome. Okay, so let us know maybe Sanjay or Anjali when your audio is back, when your microphone is working, so you can introduce yourself. So here you have in this video they explain the main differences you have between a red ocean approach and the blue ocean. Okay, basically in the red ocean, maybe you learned that at your marketing or business strategy courses at school or business school, you have the choice between having a high price for low volume or having a low price, but you could maybe get high volume. So yeah, you don't have to make a choice. It's you can have high price if you have high value, and it can be high volumes. There's no volume strategy or price strategy or premium strategy. It does not exist. You try to break this um, group, this group. You try to break anything. In fact, in Brotion strategy, there is no segmentation anymore. There is no groups of targeting this or this kind of this or this group of customers. It does not exist. You try to break that, to break these rules. So you try to deliver value. By delivering value, you will go through. You will go through these segmentations or groups or profiles of customers and things. And you will find this information, how to break that, or to deliver the best value to your industry through the non-customers understanding. You will analyze these non-customers in your production journey. And you will be able to find what is missing in your industry to bring something new, to bring a new value to your market. And doing that, it will create a new offering with a new proposal to be able to create this market, this new market space, or maybe and certainly it will be bigger than your industry at the beginning. So it will be adding. It's more adding than deleting or breaking things in small pieces. It's just adding. So you add these non-customers to your industry, you bring them back. So non-customers, you need to understand it's a concept of people who are currently out of your industry, out of your market, and you bring them back because you propose them the value they need, the right offering they need. As a result, it makes your market bigger. So instead of competing on the current market space how it is, you just create a new market space where you have no competitors, because your offering is so much different to the competitions when you compare it to them, that they cannot be considered, and you cannot be considered as a competitors to them. Instead of beating the competition, you just try to, as I said in the video, to turn this competition into something irrelevant. You cannot compare. Your market also is not based on the existing customers, but you bring a new demand inspired by the non-customers of your industry. So it's non-customers, not non-customers compared to your company, to your position. It's non-customer compared to the industry. It's very important to understand this. So you take the big picture. You understand, okay, how my industry is working, and we use value curves. You saw in the video value curves. It's curve to understand the value delivered by you compared to your competitors, compared to your industry, and you try to break things, to break the rules, to have things moving compared to that. And doing that, you will be able to propose something so much new, so different, that you will capture and create this new market, this new demand. In terms of resources, as I said, it's not value, price versus cost. So if we deliver value, it will reduce our margin. Always this thinking, always this logic. Now, in terms of resources, because you are able to focus on exactly the right value, you need to deliver to address this non-customers, this new demand. Doing that in the process, you are reducing a lot and deleting and killing a lot of cost. So you are not in this trade-off. anymore. And as a result, you are not, as I said, in this strategic choice, strategic dilemma, where you have to choose between differentiation and low cost. Here you are doing the same. You are doing differentiation and low cost in the same time. You try to differentiate your offering compared to the competitors, and you are reducing your cost significantly. Okay, George, you want to complete? Yeah, George, I think your connection is bad. Huh? You are frozen on the screen.
My mic is off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, as Alban says, this whole idea of non-customer is critical. It's not how people think, but we have a very structured process to identify these people, look for opportunities, and bring them together. And that you'll see while we go through the rest of the process. But just coming back, you saw the picture with red and shark fins that actually came out of the original presentation of known market space was a red dot in a blue background. And one of the colleagues put a little shark fin in the red, and suddenly Chan was talking about bloody competition, and that's how this whole idea of blue ocean came. That's it. But we'll discuss this.
Image.
But it's the image, and images are the whole blue ocean process or value innovation process is visual. We don't talk numbers in the first phase, because as soon as you break out Excel sheets and numbers, it limits your thinking. In the blue ocean process, that comes after you have a clear idea of what your offer is.
And what are the needs? What are the needs from the non-customer?
And the process is to identify pain points and market understanding and see what is currently in offer and how you can create something that's differentiated. And the fact that you're low cost doesn't mean you're low price. Think of Apple. Their costs are among the lowest in the industry, but they have very high prices if you compare them to Samsung, for example.
Low cost, it can mean high margin.
High margins. That is the Apple strategy. Yeah. Okay. But the idea is create something that now this is changing, but in the old days, a blue ocean strategic move, gave you 5 to 10 years in the market. Now with AI, competition, information, that period is shortening. So you have to always have a blue ocean mindset to continually innovate to remain on the top of the curve. And the advantage of the process, it is actually very simple to understand. Implementing is not that simple because you have to go out into the field, but there is a structured process.
Yeah, and in your case for this workshop, because our objective is to get you fully prepared to the jury, we'll use AI. We have a blue ocean strategy dedicated AI, so you will use it. That's why you have registered to the blue ocean starter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and it's a very structured. It works. There's no question about it. It works. Both Albo and I have been doing it for long enough to say that categorically.
And all the winners, laureate we had on this more than 10-year journey, it proves that. I told you about that.
Albo, I have one question. What is the turning point when the blue ocean become the red ocean?
First, it's mostly a red ocean, and then you try to find this blue ocean. And then, your blue ocean can be back to red. And this is your question? After you found the blue?
Yes.
It depends on your reaction of your competitors, your industry. It depends on your, cycle time. We call it the time your industry, as an average, they need to develop and release on the market, the TTM, the time to market. It depends on all these parameters from your industry, the time to react to your competitor. Because when they realize that you found something, they try to copy you. And so they need, but you will have a time to find the next blue ocean. It's all about innovation. It's always like that. You are running against time. That's you have this time of advance.
Keep the momentum and move forward.
Yeah, momentum. Yeah, exactly. And find the next big thing, because when this Russian become red, it means that you are not creating something new anymore because you are copied.
We have to continue to go
To
for
find the
blue
next
ocean.
one.
That is,
and be fueled by the non-customers. It's your, and go on the field. Understand, it's also design thinking. It's also very close to that. Go on the field, understand the non-customers' experience journey, and be always updated, up to date. Be always up to date about their journey. So you will first feel what is the next need, the need they have for the next step, and you will be able to deliver this new offering to find the next blue ocean and to be there.
Okay. So the Airbnb can be a blue ocean strategy.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. It is not anymore, but it was when they launched it, and it was for 5 years, 6 years maybe. Depending on the reaction, time to react.
Oyo is similar in some ways.
Yeah, I know.
Jason, yeah.
In fact, I actually interpreted Madan's question slightly differently. I thought the question was about, how do I actually know, or when is the exact point that I know that I'm shifting from red ocean to blue ocean? At least that's how I comprehended that question. And I think it's more about the strategy, and in part, I think you've already answered, because once you go into the market, validate what your non-customers are facing, and are they actually non-customers. So I think the answer has got more to do with the actual structured process on how do I validate if I've actually hit a blue ocean. George, your thoughts?
Well, the process is you create your blue ocean. Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah, as you'll see, the process actually is validated by the fact that you start talking to people or industries that are not currently addressed by solving some very clear need or pain point. And it is a very structured process. But in the process, once you have the idea, we have a way a tool to sort of address whether it's really something totally different or just better than the current offering. But that you'll see, it's validated in the market when you come to the MVP stage. But you're already past the MVP stage because you have a product in the market. So it's a little retrofitting what you've done to structure your journey in a way that the jury will see the value innovation and the creation of a blue ocean.
Yeah, we'll introduce the scorecard used by the jury in a few minutes. But just to answer your question, also to complete what George said for Jason, I think the best proof of when you address a blue ocean and it's clear, it's the figures, the scale up, the traction, the fact that you have more and more customers, more and more joining your offering, interested by your offering, and most of the time you have found a blue ocean market space. You created, that you have created a blue ocean when you don't need marketing, you don't need to communicate, but people are talking, and they, for instance, the Nintendo Wii, the gaming console, it was zero marketing investment at the beginning. It was just people talking and supporting and explaining to their friends, to their children that, oh, it's so funny to play this console. And it's so different as an experience. It's so what we need because we can play with a 5-year kid video games. It was very new at this time. So it just, and it's a full big reaction on the market saying, okay, I'm very interested. So you see that in the figures.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah. It's evidence-based always. So here there are some a quick reminder about your key dates and milestones. It's directly connected to the email. You know, this recap email I sent to you a few days ago. So just to be sure that we have all that in mind all together. In this email, did you have question from this email first? I sent to you, you know, with all the. We'll go deeply more in details about the matrix, about the brochure and the pitch you will be performing at the jury. But are there some unclear points in this email, or so we can? Maybe I can show this email to you. Just to remind you. Yeah. Okay, this is this email I'm talking about. So registration here and the different steps in your journey, the bootcamp. So
I have one doubt on the registration. So we register, and what is the purpose of the doing the registration? Is it to recording that there is one startup where they are working on the blue ocean so that you can continuously support, or this registration has some any limitation like the validity, so it will be only for time being. So once the blue ocean, our 9th edition is done, then I will not have any access to the blue ocean.
To the starter, you mean to the platform?
Yeah.
It's this platform. We use it for 4 years. We have developed it with Indian partners as well for 4 years, and we use it for all the brochure journey we have with any kind of organization. So you have almost everything there, and AI now for 2 years you have AI dedicated to brochure, and it's some AI agent I've made, and you will have access to it as much as you need. We can keep the access open for 2-3 months, up to you. But during the bootcamp, we not have the full. We not have, because in 2 days we cannot have a full Bluocean strategy journey. But we try to help you where you need. So it's coaching. That's why we'll split soon in subgroups. So we will be able to help you and to use each part of this platform where you need, based on where you are in your journey. That's all. So you can use it for 3 months. Let's say 3 months. If you need more, you can ask me, and we'll keep the access open.
Okay.
Does it answer your question?
Yes. And the second question is with respect to the social media update, and how are we going to share that? Is there any kind of these templates, or I need to check with you? Like LinkedIn and Twitter.
Good point. I've shared with you our visuals, the visual package. It's a visual kit here. You saw it in my email, visual kit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you have all the logo, all kind of logo with a finalist logo and everything you need to communicate. You can. I have also in my email. I've shared with you We have other social networks, but this is the three main social networks we are using a lot, the most, with X, LinkedIn. We are a lot on LinkedIn and the YouTube. So and I've shared with you my LinkedIn, so you can tag me, you can tag also the Blue Ocean Awards page here on LinkedIn. So each time you will be tagging us, we'll be replying and supporting and liking and everything. Okay, and we'll also if you add me and if you add your page, if you can share with me your page on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So we are ready to tag you in all our posts because we'll announce the finalists soon. So the same for Twitter and yeah, I think mostly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. In this email, do we have other questions or all was clear to you? We'll go more deeply in details about the pitch, of course. This is the purpose of this bootcamp. I've shared with you some videos. You can see videos for the tutorial. It's a tutorial subtitled in English, how to build your matrix, but it's what we will do during this bootcamp as well. And you have also a link here. No, where is it? I send a link of the previous jury, previous ceremony, you have the previous jury here. I sent you a link here. You have this link with the previous jury, so it can inspire you and be very relevant to you. So you can see the previous Indian jury we had at Umagine in 2023. Okay, with all the finalists pitching their video and matrix, and brochure matrix, and interacting with the jury for the Q&A session. And you have all the ceremony available here on this link. It's all in my email I sent to you 2 days ago. Okay, so in terms of milestones, we have this bootcamp we are currently on. It will be tomorrow the same starting time, 10:30 a.m. Indian time. We have a wrap up at 4 p.m. We will, if you don't have time, you cannot join during all the workshop. My recommendation is to have your speaker at least joining at the beginning of the session and at the end. So the 2 first hours and the 2 last hours, because it's where we'll be training your pitch. So it's very important to have your speaker trained to this pitch. And today from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. we'll switch to another Teams. I've sent it to you in the email as well. It's these Teams here, jury preparation. So you will be able to meet virtually first. A big part. I don't know if they will all join today, but a big part of the jury members on these Teams. So it's another Teams. It's not the Teams we are using now, but we'll join these Teams at 3 p.m. I will remind it to you. But for the bootcamp, we'll be always joining on these Teams, okay? It's the same Teams we'll be using to go back to join all together today or to join us together tomorrow. It will be always these Teams. But at 3 p.m., we'll join the jury for their preparation. So we'll go deeply. They will introduce themselves. You will see who is in the jury. Mostly a lot of investors, and you will see also more. You will know more about the scorecard they will be using. So all will be transparent. Okay. So today it's at 3 p.m. You pitch to the jury at the Umagine event from 10:30 between 10:30 and 12. It will be a dedicated side stage dedicated to us. So it's 1 hour 30. You will have 10 minutes to pitch. Then on the same day, 8th of January, in Chennai. It's a Chennai Trade Center, as you know. Imagine TN. You have we have the ceremony where the laureates, the winners, will be rewarded. It will be with and it will be also part of the jury. It will be in the jury with the Consul of France, and also at the award ceremony you will have officials from some ministers from Tamil Nadu to reward you. And then when you are laureate, you will be invited to the black tie party on the same day in the evening with the minister, the Tamil Nadu minister, first minister, and on the second day of Humagine event, you will have on the 9th of January 5-minute handshake, I would say handshake, and to be highlighted on the main stage of Humagine. You will be called, the laureates will be called on the stage to be highlighted and rewarded by the minister, the prime minister of Tamil Nadu. So it will be between 3:30 and 4:30. Okay, 5 minutes during this time slot. Okay, is it all clear to you about timing, agenda? Yeah. It's okay. No questions. Your checklist to be ready for the 8th of January. Your checklist is here. So first you need to be registered. You need to register to the Blue Ocean Starter. So do we have everyone registered to the Blue Ocean Starter? Check that here. This is what we have here. So I have for now Abhishek, Madame Kumar, Sresanjay, Shobana, Shobana 2 times with 2 different address, Satish Kumar. Yeah, and that's all. We're only 5. Yeah. So I think 3 are missing. So so if you don't see your name here, you should register because you need to access our tools for the workshop. Okay. So it's in my email. I sent it to you, the process. It's this process here. You click on you connect to blueoceanstarter.com, then you click on enroll now, register, you create your profile, and then you validate your account. And we have also created this WhatsApp group. Yeah. So please join this WhatsApp group. It will be very, if you don't join it, you will be missing key information. That's a risk, because we'll be sharing all the key information there for synchronization together to be fully aligned. It's very important to have this WhatsApp group. So who were struggling to join the WhatsApp group or the Blue Ocean Starter? Do we have some people who are lost on that? Or it's okay, everyone? No problem. You could join the Blue Ocean Starter and the WhatsApp group. So I don't know. Okay, let me know if you are struggling because at the workshop you will need both of them. So yeah, the procedure in image with image. So you go on Blue Ocean Starter, enroll now, and then register. Yeah. Let me know if you have problems to do that. So the jury, how it works is jury. It's limited time, 10 minutes maximum. It's timed, so after 10 minutes, we'll stop you. It's very clear. You will have, we recommend you to have in these 10 minutes, 1 minute video to present very efficiently and straight to the point your offering, the concept of your offer, your offering. Then you have 5 minute pitch, and it has to include the Blue matrix. You need minimum, I think, 3 minutes. So most of the pitch is the Blue matrix. I shared with you on this email the template of the Blue matrix. Here you have the template, and you have also examples of previous winners matrices. So it's here, and you have also this link I shared with you. This link here, this link tutorial here in French, but it's subtitled in English. It's a step-by-step process explained by one of our colleagues to build this matrix. So after these 6 minutes, you will have 4 minutes Q&A session interactions with the jury, where they ask you a question to go deeply in your offering to understand your business. It's mostly a question about your business model. These 4 minutes, this Q&A session is mostly to ask you about your business model. So your pitch content, it's totally free. You present what you want, except the brochure matrix, it's compulsory. That's all. You can do what you want. Even the 1 minute video, you can do differently if you want. But we really recommend you to start with a video. It's very more impactful. You can see on the YouTube channel, on the Brochure Strategy YouTube channel, I shared the link with you here. You have this link here, or official channel here. You can see videos from previous finalists, as well as their pitch at the jury for all the edition. The different categories, as we said, it's baby, mentor, societal. So baby and mentor, the difference, it can be the revenues, but it would be I think mostly the age, when did you start the business. So if you are older or younger, so under 2 years old, it will be baby. After 2 years old, it will be more mentor. And societal, it means you have your offering has a very big impact and positive impact on the society in general. It can be baby or mentor in societal. You can be it can be younger than 2 years or older than 2 years. There is no difference. The jury will decide. The jury, they will decide also if we have 1 or 2 or 3 winners. It can be only 1, because they decided only 1 is a brochure. I don't know. So yeah, normally we'll have 3, baby, mentor, societal. Maybe some will be equal. It will be some maybe 2 babies, 2 mentors, 2 societal. I don't know. But yeah, the jury will decide. You have here the blution criteria. It's all the ingredients. All the jury. I would say what they will need, what they will use to say if you are low rate or if you're a winner on the Blushon Awards or not. It's a scorecard. The scorecard is based on that. It's 7 points to analyze your offering and your Blushon market creation. So we'll go more deeply in details later about this evaluation criteria for the jury. And you have this Blushon matrix. So it's a key deliverable of this bootcamp we'll have today and tomorrow. And you see here this Blushon matrix. It gives to the jury all the information they need to be able to review this criteria. It's directly connected to this criteria, the 7 criteria. So which non-user or non-customers you are addressing with your offering, this part. What are you eliminating, reducing, raising, or creating compared to the current standard offerings, your competitors on the red ocean market you are developing on, and the market potential you have in terms of figures. Yeah, it will be more figures. And the Blue Ocean Starter AI part will help you on that. At each step to build your Blue Ocean matrix, we have an AI agent to help you on that. To identify your non-customers, to build your what we call the 4-action grid here, 4-action grid in Blue Ocean Strategy, 4-action matrix. Eliminate, reduce, raise, and ERRC, maybe you heard about that, ERRC matrix, and the market potential. So how many non-customers are you addressing? How many customers do you interest with your offering? What is the potential of development you have with this new offering? So AI will help you also on that. And the value proposal, it's a wrap-up of your all this, what you created. When you summarize what you have created, it's your value proposal, mostly. And when you summarize your value proposal, it's your identity, it's your name and your tagline. Yeah, it's name and tagline and logo. Yes, Madan, raise your hand.
Maybe this is a very basic question. So what do you mean by non-customer? Are they a new customer, new category of customer, or this is the something different from the Blue Ocean?
No, we will introduce that better later, just after. But it's all the non-customer of the industry you are addressing with your offering. So in your industry, you have different kind of non-customers. It's some profiles who are not interested for now, or who are against your offering, against the standard offerings of your industry. Or maybe they are not concerned. They're not, like, I don't know, driving a car when you are a kid. You don't have a driving license, so you're totally out of this market of car selling. So you are a non-customer of this car industry.
Okay.
So with your offering, because you are Blue Ocean, you certainly are addressing and bringing back, or you are interesting for some of these non-customers of this industry. This is what we point here.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe I don't know if Ajit is still here. Ajit, I see. Yeah, he's still connected. Maybe Ajit, you would like to, if you are available, Ajit, you want to show? This is your matrix you are using at Blue Ocean Strategy Awards 2 years ago.
Am I on?
You want to? Yeah, we can hear you. You want to present it, maybe, as an example?
I don't have my matrix here, but I can give you an example of a non-customer. So in our case, we are looking at the bottom of the pyramid. Now, today, they are not a customer of the banks. How do we actually, through a product, today was not is a non-customer for financing through banks. Through a hope, how do you actually bring them on as a customer for us? So that becomes my non-customer in the current situation, which I can potentially make as my customer through my intervention or through my product.
Thank you, Ajit. It makes sense. Yeah. I'm able to relate now.
Good example. And also, Ajit, you want to present your matrix here? I hope your matrix you are presenting to the jury.
I don't have my a matrix with me, so
I'm showing it. I'm sharing my screen.
Okay.
You see my screen?
Okay. Then
it's on the screen.
1 minute.
Just another view, and just to give
I'm just
an example. So
for some reason can't see your screen, Alba.
You don't see my screen? Okay. I'm sharing.
Others are. I don't know if there's a problem with mine.
Okay.
Are the others seeing the screen?
Okay, we'll help you. If you want, I can read it and you can react. Okay?
Yeah.
So first, you see, when you present a Blue Ocean matrix, you start by the red ribbon here in the middle. It's the current market, the current industry where you are creating this Blue Ocean. So it's the red ocean part, the current red ocean. So here in the case of EOP, identified by Ajit and his team, it's informal lending in the agro procurement sector. And standard offerings in this industry, it's procurement agents, money lenders, microfinancing. So it's the current state of your industry where you will be bringing something new, this new value. And then you read what you eliminate, reduce, raise, and create. So here in the case of EOP with Ajit, they eliminated capital gain, unfair reward for capital, for instance. You want to say a few words about that, Ajit? You eliminated capital gain? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, essentially what we did was, in the bottom of the pyramid, normally you have a money lender that operates. At which point then it's not a fair return on capital. Whereas if I actually have a system by which we facilitate a bank to lend, a formal lending institution to lend, then we can work with the banking rates of interest, which then becomes a lot more affordable for the bottom of the pyramid. A classic case is we have at this point close to 30,000 farmers who have borrowed for dairy. They would not have got the loan typically, but today they all have loans from our banking partner, Federal Bank, which would have otherwise not been possible without the solution. Yeah.
And so you have reduced the single income vulnerability, interest rate, the interest information asymmetry, and you were able to raise these profits for the farmer, employment, product quality, and sustainability.
And raise profits for the banks also. Unusually high profits with, out of 20,000 plus loan, there's hardly a default on the loan. It has never happened for Federal Bank before.
It's more safe. You increase the security for the bank, the investment. Okay, and you created this you said livelihoods to business, virtual cooperative ecosystem, creditworthiness redefined, value chain financing.
Yeah. So here, all of you would have heard B2B and B2C, but very few of you would have heard of L2B, what we call livelihoods to business. Our Hope's focus is the first level aggregation. Again, all of you will relate to milk, from the person who supplies the milk to the aggregators of business. So that becomes we created a new L2B ecosystem for this. What's the next point? Alba?
Yeah, perfectly. Thanks a lot. It's very good case.
Next point is credit worthiness.
Yes, credit worthiness. Very good. So typically, all of you will be familiar with CIBIL scores. Most banks work on CIBIL scores. Now, what happens if I am a migrant worker who's come to a place living here, but I don't have any asset? My CIBIL score, therefore, is hopeless because I don't have a balance sheet. But I have been delivering milk every day for the last 5 years to the milk cooperative. So what we did is we redefined credit worthiness, saying that how consistent have you been in the value chain? That demonstrates your credit worthiness against other typical credit scores that are created by CIBIL and otherwise.
And if we summarize it in your value proposition, you said the blue words. It's I know I have a confidence of shared prosperity, and I have confidence of shared prosperity. What you said, every
Yes.
home, an enterprise.
Sorry, can you read that again, please? Sorry.
Yeah, your value proposition you shared on the matrix. It's now I have confidence of shared prosperity, and it's
Yes.
your tagline for every home, an enterprise.
Yeah, every home and enterprise. We've actually, so my background is that I worked extensively in classical cooperatives. And here we've created a virtual cooperative, which essentially delivers the value of a cooperative, but virtually. So it's a shared enterprise. Essentially, you allow milk producers, as in Amul, to get a benefit of butter or ghee that Amul sells. Here we do it with anything from any product. We create a virtual cooperative, which is an aggregation of produce and participating further up the value chain. You move from a commodity to a product. We are just interested in that first change from I sell as a commodity versus I sell as a product, and how can I participate further up the value chain? So we
Okay,
are doing it in Wayanad with coffee. I can sell coffee beans as a commodity. I can sell coffee beans that have gone through the first stage of value addition or multiple stage of value addition right to your uh, coffee shop. That's the extreme. But even the first stage of value addition creates shared prosperity.
you unlock the value. You see, this is all about unlocking the value. It's here. There are people who need it. All these farmers, these very small farmers, they need your help. They need to be supported in their credit and in sellings and everything to survive and to develop their business. They need it, and you unlock this value for them. It's exactly what Broshan is about. You see. So in this matrix, it describes exactly how you unlock this value. Which standard of the industry do you eliminate or reduce, and which new value do you bring to these non-customers mostly, and to bring them back to have them back on board on your in your industry. And the market potential you were sharing. So yeah, it's the current size of this red ocean. So you said in India, here you have the geography in the matrix. In India, you said it's a current market size of 360 million euros, and the created market. So it's this part, this non-customer you are bringing back to the industry. They represent a potential of 40 million euros. So as a total, the potential in 5 years, when you aggregate the current and the new, it makes the sum here for 400 million euros. And with your objective in market share, so in the case of Help, you were communicating, so it was 3 years ago, so maybe it changed, I don't know, 4% in 5 years, and it represents revenues of 16 million euros on this 4% applied on the 400 million. I don't know about the figures, Ajit, you can tell us?
I can share live figures now. We are close to, we got a product off the ground actually last year. So we are today at around 200 crores of lend into the market. We're looking at moving to around 1,000 crores in 2026. That's a 5x increase. So 1,000 crores, 10 to the power of 10. So 100 rupees to a euro. So it is 10 to the power of 8. So whatever, 100 million. That's where we are realistically getting it.
Good. Very nice. Do you have questions for Ajit about his matrix or about his speech, also when his experience he had as a jury at the awards?
So I have one question, Alban. With respect to the market share, right? So is it always to be the euro currency
No.
and
You can use lakhs.
USD?
Sorry, just examples.
USD, because we are targeting for the global markets. It's
Yeah.
not
It
for
depends
the
on your
local market.
geography, because some of
Yeah, okay.
you are targeting worldwide. I don't know, or some only in India. I don't know, but yeah, you can use the currency you want.
Okay, fine.
Do you have questions? Other questions? It's okay. So thanks a lot, Ajit, for sharing your experience.
Yeah.
It was a
So
long time ago.
I'll be online, but I'll be on mute whenever you want to call me.
Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
So here you have examples from. I shared it. I shared all these examples with you and in my email. Huh? You have all these examples in this recap email, in this document, principles and examples of matrices. You have also Ambaram from the fashion industry, very interesting, using AI to develop a community of makers, industry designers, fashion designers and trademarks. And it's one of the winners we had in India. Another winners we had, it was with Michelin, the company, the French company, award we had 5 years ago. It's an Indian company. You know, they do battery swapping. You can see it here in this video.
Sun Mobility addresses the key issues facing electric vehicles, which are high cost, range anxiety, and long refueling time. Sun Mobility's intra-operable smart mobility solution offers a single energy infrastructure platform for all small electric vehicles such as e-bikes, e-scooters, e-rickshaws, e-autos and micro-trucks. This solution comprises of Sun Mobility's smart batteries and quick interchange stations, all linked together through a smart network.
So you see this video, it's 1 minute, you see 1 minute 07, 1 minute and 7 seconds video. It's exactly this kind of video, and they made this video for the Blue Ocean Award. This kind of video you need to start your pitch. As I said, we really recommend you to start with a 1 minute video introducing your concept. And it's so the jury we know exactly just in 1 minute what you are doing, and it will be very clear in their mind, so they will be able in their head to go further, to go deeply in your business, in your company, your understanding of your offering, and so on. So it's very key, I think, to clarify and it's not easy to make such a video where in just 1 minute you have all the concept. You understand exactly what you are delivering, what you are doing. Okay, and it can be a video very nice like that, very produced like that. You can see
electric vehicles such as e-bikes.
But it can be also a video where you register yourself, you record yourself, so you record yourself on a selfie mode on your phone. It's okay, huh? But it's prepared and the text is very clear to you, very impactful. So it's very good to start. It's a very good thing. Okay, and this is the matrix. This battery swapping for vehicles and transportations, and they do that for buses, for big trucks, especially for buses for the cities, for cities, for public transportations. So they reach this against electric or cities or collectivity, local authorities who would like to switch to electric, but it's too much expensive or it's too much difficult. So there are some barriers like the range, the charging time, and so on. And they eliminate all this cost because in their model you don't need to invest in the battery. They still are Sun Mobility. They are still owner of the battery. So you rent the battery, you rent all the charging, all the chargers access. And so it reduces a lot because in electrical vehicles, the battery is a very big part of the value of the price, maybe like 30%, I think. So they eliminate this higher front cost, so it will be cheaper than a normal bus with petrol. They eliminate this anxiety you could have because of the range, because you just join this, you just join a swapping point anywhere in the city. You just need to swap the battery and you are back. So you don't have limit of range anymore. And they reduce the downtime, the loss of revenue due to long refueling time, where the vehicle has to wait, is not used. And the total cost of ownership, because you don't own the battery. And they raise this uptime opportunity to swap just in 2 minutes. And they create, what is the most important in the battery, in the blue ocean matrix? It's what you eliminate and what you create. It has to be very impactful, very strong. Eliminate, you have to eliminate very big standards. Big standards you can see from all the competitors, all the standard offerings you have on your industry here. And created, it means you are the only one to propose. It's a new element of value for the clients, customers, and customers, but you are the only one to propose it. So here it's a unlimited driving range. Only this company is able to propose it to the local authorities, cities, and the cost parity as well between ICE and EV, because they have separated the battery from the vehicle, and they propose a battery as a service. It's battery as a service. Okay. So if you summarize this created, because the value proposition, it's a wrap up, it's a summary of the created part. Refueling EVs faster, cheaper, and more convenient. This is the value proposition. And when you summarize the value proposition, it gives your tagline, powering the future of mobility, and your name, Sun Mobility. Okay. George, you want to complete here? You have some about Sun Mobility, you know very well, this case.
Yes, when I started with Albon, Michelin had a mobility award and they wanted something from India. And I knew Chetan Maini since the pre-Reva days. And I talked to his strategy person and we came up with this proposition. In fact, the award was given in Paris to somebody from Michelin. And Sun Mobility, there's still not much clarity, but they're doing very well, and they've tied up with Indian Oil and a few other companies. And the thing is, since it's a low charge, batteries can be charged with mobile. The batteries can be charged with mobile also, so it's a very good proposition. But India doesn't have Indian standards yet, so that's probably a block. But they're doing well.
So as you can see here, it's how the jury will be able to find their criteria. The scorecard here, the 7 points they will look for in your matrix. So that's why presenting your matrix, the right matrix, the best matrix as possible, and presenting this best matrix, the best matrix, the best way as you can, it's very important. So they will look for key moments. Do you cover key moments in the customer and non-customer journey? That's very key. Do you reach non-customers? So there are different kind of non-customers. go deeply just after. Do you target key issues and dreams of these customers and non-customers? So, do you solve key problems or key pain points they have? Do you eliminate standards? It's here. The standards eliminated here. It's standards of your industry. Do you have a mass market offering? So it's mostly they will check that in the figures. When you are deploying a production strategy, it's not, as I said, segmentation. It's not only for the early adopters or niche. It's mass market. The Wii from Nintendo, this video console, it's for children, teenagers, gamers. It's interesting for any of them. It diverge. Do you diverge? So it's a 6 here. Do you raise element? Do you reduce element of value? Always compare to this current industry where you are evolving. Do you have unique value elements? It's created. The 7. It's very important. The eliminated and created are the two most important. They have to be very impactful compared to the standard offering. Okay. This is the scorecard the jury will use. You see, they have 0, 1 for each of you. They will be ready to point if it's okay or not, and it will help them to have their 3 favorite laureate, favorite finalist, and it will be a vote, full vote. Here you have the list already shared by email. We'll have jury members physically in the attending. It will be consul general, as I said. Alumni, inside alumni will be also represented. Our sponsors with the CEO and founder Leap Green Energy. And it will be also all these voters too, very honorable representatives from incubators, investment from India and Tamil Nadu, schools, universities as well. And it will have also online jury members from our international jury. We have they follow us from the beginning, most of them. So about India, so Kumaranda is the president of Chamber of Commerce in Indian French Chamber of Commerce. It will be mostly investors, TKI, and capital partners. Also, Sami Sionko, the general manager of Servier Egypt, is Servier is one of the biggest pharma company we have in France. Business angels as well. Okay. So there will be, not all of them, but they will be at 3 p.m. As we said, we'll meet them on the other team link to have them introducing themselves, and you will be introducing yourself as well. And they will have their preparation, so we'll go deeply in the scorecard for them. Okay. Do we have question until now? Is it all clear? Yeah.
Albo, for 3 p.m. session, is it going to be a trial run or it is just like introduction to the jury?
It will be jury introduction, and also the scorecard. We'll introduce the scorecard and more in details for the jury, because this is the jury preparation session where they need to know how to use this scorecard. It's a blue score.
Okay,
it can be interesting to you. It's up to you. So, what is production strategy? The principle. So, I've mentioned the Wii from Nintendo. It's one of the model historical model we have in the production strategy. It's very successful, and on a long journey, because they started it in 2006 and they've continued the journey, the production. It became after 10 years, I think, 8 years, from 2006 to 2014, they were leading this new market they created, this natural playing video games, natural movement, natural from the body video games market they created, this production. But it became red in 2013-14 with all the copy coming from the competitors, and they were able to find again the next explosion with the Switch, Nintendo Switch. Okay, the question we had at the beginning. So how did they? What was the secret? What was the recipe? How did they do that? First, they considered the non-customers of their industry. It's mostly children, teenagers, older people, women as well. And then they has been driven by this double approach, proposing higher value at lower cost. Okay, this is value innovation. You reduce the cost. Doing that, you make your offering more impactful, more understandable, more simple. You eliminate. That's why elimination in the matrix is very key. You start with that. You start by eliminating what is not so impactful, what is not so priority on my industry, for my customers. What should I eliminate? It will reduce the cost. It's a good consequence, and doing that, you will be more impactful. So it's a double win. And doing that, you will be more differentiated, more visible, basically, on your industry. So you increase doing that, you will be able to increase the value because you will deliver more value for focusing exactly on what your customer needs, and also inspired by the non-customers. So understanding the non-customers in experience or journey, it gives you some tips, some understanding to propose something new. Yeah, so something new, it means you eliminate standards and you increase and you propose new things, new features, new elements of value compared to the current state of the industry. Okay. So non-customers, for instance, for the Wii, and in general, you have three circles of non-customers: to be, anti, non-explored. For the Wii, there are this to be, the to be non-customer was, for instance, the men becoming father. They were playing a lot of video games in their when they were teenagers or when they were younger, and they became non-customers because they have more responsibilities, or they cannot play, they don't have time anymore. And you see, with the Wii, they directly address this point. They address these limits in the current offerings. It's casual gaming. You can play just 1 minute, and you can play with children, parents with children. Anti, the second circle, it was in 2006 parents, active teenagers, or professors, teachers who are against. They say, okay, you should not play video games. It's bad for your health. You become a vegetable. You become yeah. It's bad for the development of the children. So, and you see, playing Wii now in 2006, it's good for the children because they do sport. Even if they are playing with the video games in front of their TV, they are doing sport. So parents, sportive people, or professors, they are happy now. The third cycle, it's non-explored customers. As I said, it's customers, the profile of non-customers you will never be able to reach. And they are even considered as with no interest from the industry. At this time, it was women, old people, our children, like under 5 years old. They were this kind of profiles. They were never been playing before 2006, before the Wii. They never played video games. They were not interested in that. Okay. And now with the Wii, they can play. They can play. You even have in senior house, in a retirement house, you have the Wii to play and to enjoy time, and also to develop your disease, to treat your disease, based on your body and your muscles and so on. And women, you have the Wii Fit. Maybe you know this Wii Fit. It's an accessory you plug to the Wii to do your sport in front of the TV. It's directly addressing the woman. Okay. Do you have question about? Yeah, you ask about non-customers.
Yeah, the non-customer category. Do we need to highlight the customer details, or only the category is more than enough? Say for the name the customers. Let's say for example, in my case, I have some insurance company. So they are very big shots in the insurance, but the second circle and third circle we are very new to the insurance industry, and who are actually getting into the industry. So, so can we put it like this?
Yeah. Can you repeat just to be sure? You said they don't have insurance, or they need?
Okay. First circle, second circle, and third circle. The to be non-customer, is with a big insurance company. They are getting into the to the industry for insurance line of business, and the anti non-customers who are not at all in the insurance, but they are getting into the insurance because the industry is growing, space industry is growing. And the non-explored customers, it can be a kind of the investment managers who would never be part of the space, but they want to invest in the space team. So that's a kind of the category. Can I name the company or only the
you can give examples.
Okay,
you can.
Thank you.
Categories, at least categories.
Categories, you don't have to name the company.
And in the brackets, you can give some examples. It's always good to be more precise. But at least minimum the profiles, like as you did. Yeah, it's very good.
Thank you.
So as we said, they created this new market by first they have eliminated the standard elements in the current offering, and then reduce and raise and create it. So the most important is eliminate and create, but you cannot raise or create before you have eliminated, because you will be not low cost. You will be just increasing the cost, reducing the margin as a result, and you will have a very more complex offering. And most of the time, we realize that to be more innovative, it's first by elimination. You make your offering more innovative by elimination first. Elimination, it means you will not propose something everybody, most of your competitors propose on your industry. And created, it's the opposite. You are the only one to propose these elements. So it's a value curve with strategic Canva, and you can see in 2006, before the Wii arrives on the market, before the launch of the Wii on the market, you have all these competitors, this industry with at least almost the same offering. As George said, it's visual management, visual tools. It's very good in Brotion. We use visual to explain the strategy. It's a strategy Canva. Yeah, key elements, it's exactly what we have in the matrix. Okay, you see, it's element of value mostly. Which element of value, on which, I would say, which element of value all these competitors are fighting. When you compare each offerings to the other one, what do you compare? which characteristic of the offering, which features, which value delivered to the customer. So this is the key elements or element of value, key competition element. So and at this time in 2006, when you draw these curves, you see that they are almost the same. It's just a translation based on the age of the console. And the Wii arrive here is launched in 2006, and they eliminate here this hard gaming experience, prestigious licenses, realism, character. It's very simple graphics, very simple video, and there are no videos. Most in the first Wii games, you don't have video, and they reduce this all about realism, and the power of the console is very low compared to the competition. So they eliminate and reduce a lot of things. And they're able, doing that, they're able to bring more friendliness, more fun. And you can play with any one of your friends. Even if it's a 5 years old kid with your children, you can play video games. They don't need to read, or they don't need to know they don't need a gaming expertise. Or they don't need to. And also they raise the online gamer community. And they created this intuitive natural gameplay and whole body interaction, especially with the Wii Fit. And so you don't need to know the combos. You just play with your body, with the natural movement. That's what they created. It's a video game based on your natural movement, natural interaction. And with the Switch in 2017, they also continue the evolution after it became red because of the competition with the Nintendo Switch. So they created the gaming parties anywhere. So you have this Wii, but anywhere with you, in the train, in the brain, anywhere can bring it with you. And you still have this little Wiimote, we call it Wiimote. You can split your Switch in different parts to have this, to play with different people in the same time with movement, detecting your movement, natural body movement, natural movement. So this is, yeah. And against simplicity, it's in the strategy. You see strategy, one price, one choice. You have simplicity anywhere in the strategy. This is yeah, you can see the figures they had and the sailings. It was one of the highest success in the gaming console history, with the previous consoles here, GameCube and 64, and the Wii launched in 2006, and it's a very big increase here when they launched it in the sales. And comparison, you have comparison with the main competitors. Yeah. Okay, George, you want to say something about the Wii? Or?
Yes. So the Wii never really took off in India. There's lots of issues. A lot of people went straight to use games used to be on computers, and then it went onto the cell phone. And so we jumped a step in India, in fact.
Directly to casual gaming on mobile.
Yeah. No, it's also this idea of a large television screen with the family to play together, etc., is not an Indian context, except for a very small percentage. So the mass market was never the Wii in India, even though it was cheaper and only the very hardcore gamers bought the PS2. In fact, was the one model that actually worked in India. But I haven't followed that market at all. But there are specificities of the Indian market that made the Wii not a product for India, but it's worked everywhere else in the world. And the extreme non-customer, they found that old people homes in the West, they found it a way for people to get active playing, golf and tennis on the screen.
Bowling.
So,
Mm.
yeah. If you look on YouTube, you'll find some interesting videos talking about the wheel. It'll make it much clearer, the concept.
Yeah. So, but we have other examples, but yeah. Maybe I propose, yeah, we can, yes, here another. Here, I shared with you on in my email. I shared with you other examples of matrices and Blue Ocean Strategy Award winners. One is this one is very interesting. I want to share it with you. I will share another other examples with the jury at 3 p.m. This one.
For hundreds of years.
Sorry, start from the beginning. Yeah, some of you are struggling with the Teams. I see you reconnect and you are struggling with the connection, or it seems, no? Okay. Are you still here? Everyone is here? It's okay? Well, that's nobody? Yeah? Okay, I see the thumb. Okay, good. So here it's again a video they made as a finalist. It's well, it's 2 minutes long, but it's one of the winners we had. They won 2 times. They won 2 times the Blue Ocean Strategy Award. It's 2P Organics. It's a French company, but developing in Africa and lot of in many countries. You can see, and so this is the video they've shown on the at the jury, their pitch video.
For hundreds of years, farmers have been using human and animal waste to fertilize the soil, until the chemical industry found the magic formula to grow plants, NPK, for nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Today, 18 million tons of mineral fertilizers are used in the European Union every year, and we depend heavily on phosphorus and potash imports coming from mines in North Africa and Russia. To grow our food, farmers now buy mineral fertilizers based on non-renewable resources, which then pollute our water and soil. Does that look like a good model? No, especially when you know that every day each one of us produce over 1 liter of urine, which contains, guess what? The magic fertilizing formula, NPK. Just think about it. At the European scale, we produce every year over 200 billion liters of urine and just flush it, thereby contaminating 3,000 billion liters of drinkable water. While we could just use our pee to fertilize crops. But human urine alone isn't as efficient as mineral fertilizers. At 2P, we have a technology to change that. We collect human pee and use it to culture bacteria which promote plant growth, either by fixing nutrients or protecting the plant. Using your pee, 2P provides farmers with biostimulants that are cheaper and more efficient than mineral fertilizers. Our goal is to collect and transform urine all over Europe in order to preserve our water resource and promote sustainable farming. That's what we call the P-volution. 2P Organics.
So you see this video, it's introduced the concept very well. And when the jury is clear about the concept, as I said, is ready to be onboarded and to understand exactly more details about your strategy. And this is the 2P matrix they've presented to the jury. It's the non-customers. And so first we start, as I said, with the agriculture, the industry. Where do you start from? What is your current industry where you are bringing and creating a new market, a Blue Ocean market, so agricultural inputs? with standard offerings, current offerings they have on this market. So chemical fertilizer, pesticides. What are the non-customers? So which problems, pain points we are solving with our offering mostly. It's though you see the 3 tiers, the 3 circles we were talking about. So here it's distributor and cooperative. They don't use natural natural fertilizer, only chemical. They have vegan farmers. They need they are against the chemical fertilizer because they are developing they are developing a new kind of vegetables or fruits or production. They need to respect some labels, like organic labels and so on. Unexplored, they are maybe individual customers because they have at home, they want to produce their own vegetables but they don't want to use chemicals because it's pollution. So to be organic eliminates this fact that the pee will be in the drinkable water because when you take it, you especially in Africa, it's not a pollution anymore. It's become can be used in the agriculture. They eliminate the chemical agricultural input, so the fact that you are using chemicals. They reduce the fact that you could not replace all this agricultural input with natural inputs. So now it's possible. They raise the efficiency of fertilizer because it's more efficient than chemical fertilizer using this natural fertilizer. And of course, they raise this footprint is better. The carbon footprint is better. And they create this valorization of the human urine in the agriculture. It's new. They have plants, and they have a lot of plants now in France, in Africa, to collect and then to treat this pee and transform it into fertilizer, natural fertilizer, totally compatible with organic agriculture. And they decentralize this water treatment plant also, because now they're acting like a treatment for the water to produce fertilizer and also clean water. And they have their market potential here. It's worldwide. Yeah, they said they are addressing a worldwide market. They are developing worldwide. So you will have to think on your side. Okay, what is your geography you are addressing? Reduction its current industry here. Their current industry, they said 130 billion euros, and they create a 30 billion euro market, Russian market. Okay. Another example here. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll propose because we have started more than 2 hours ago, so we can have a break now if you want. Propose we have a short break, and time to have lunch, maybe because it's lunch time now in India. Are you okay? I propose maybe we have a 30 minutes break. Give you enough time to have a lunch, or do you need more time? Or when we come back from this pause, we will go directly split in subgroups, and you will be working on your matrix using the AI.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe 40 minutes. Yeah.
So maybe more, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
You need? Yeah, 40 minutes. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, until no, it's 1 p.m. now. in India, 1 p.m. So until 1:40. Okay, 1 p.m. 40. It's okay for everyone. And okay, so you can keep the connection here or reconnect as you want. It's always the same link, the same Teams link. Okay. And Sri Sanjay, you could fix your problems with a microphone, or you want to try? Sri Sanjay, yeah, from
Yeah, am I audible now?
we can hear you now. Yeah, good. We can hear you. Yeah. You want to introduce yourself very quickly?
Yes, sure. Give me a minute. I'll just.
Yeah. You have a video, I think. You can, if it works. So you are the company Printerest, I think. Printelect.
Yeah,
Printelect.
it's
This one.
Printselect. Yeah,
Printelect.
First of all, yeah, it's good afternoon. I thought of introducing me at the good morning. Now it's good afternoon. Sorry about that. And yeah, I'm Sri Sanjay from Printelect. We are an on-demand printing solution. We let you skip the crowd and queue. So we work with education institutions and the legal office and places where the paperwork are more. We let you print faster and improve your turnaround time in document printing and official works. That's what we do.
Yeah, very interesting. It's a network, like a network of you connect all these printing
Yeah,
points.
we have our own IoT enabled vending machines, probably, and automated printing machines we make in-house that makes it, quite faster and improves it with automation and stuff.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Sanjay. And we had also Anjali. Anjali, did you fix your problems with the microphone? I don't know, Anjali, if you are here. I think you are from Leap, I guess. Anjali, no, you're not here? We cannot hear you. No, we cannot hear you, it seems. Try to fix your problem here because it will be difficult to work all together. And Anjali, yeah, if you can fix this problem. Let me know on WhatsApp, Anjali, or we can help. Okay, so we meet again at 1:40 Indian time. I will write it here. Okay, so have a good lunch and see you at 1:40. Okay, 30 minutes on the same link on the Teams. Yeah.